All right. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and start up. Let's just see how she goes. All right. Yeah, looks like it could burst up a little bit. It's just hanging around VWAP at the moment on NQ. Got some resting orders at 880. ES also has some resting orders up at that 6,030 range. Doom, 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 doom. If we can get up to 10 concurrent viewers with 10 comments on yesterday's previous video, I'll give another free account away. You can just leave it on in the background. You don't even need to have it, you know. Here comes the little burst up. Going to the 880s, maybe. Got 20 minutes till the hourly candle close. Some volume imbalances on the way down to recover. We had 2 volume imbalances on the way up. That one was cool, but just a little bit too slow. Let's do a little bit faster.
Are you ready? Welcome to the adventure! Choose your alter ego! Sakura! Yuri! Ichidora! Oyashi! Tadaima sanjou! Ready! Fight! First attack! Hadouken!
Choo 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 choo.
Soldier. Thumbs up, soldier. Ready. Fight. Good. Shield slide. Starving strikes.
He's rocking.
Freedom prevails.
Beep.
Continue. Choose your alter egos. Wolverine. Rock. Thumbs up, soldier. Thumbs up, soldier. Let's go, bub. Ready. Fight. Shield slide. Shield slide. Charging slide. Starting strikes. Tornado claw. Tornado claw. Charging claw. Let's rock. Gamma charge. Deep slice. Gamma crush. Gamma charge. Deep slice. Gamma charge. Optic blast. Optic blast. Gamma charge. Gamma charge. Danger. Gamma crush. Steel claw. Deep slice. Let's go.
Ah, shit.
Optic blast. Gamma charge. Gamma crush. Deep slice. Optic blast. Optic blast. Who's next? Let's go, bub. Ready. Fight. Tornado claw. Gamma charge. Yoga. Gamma charge. Yoga.
Back at VWAP, 848.
Who's next?
Hour change in 8 minutes.
Let's rock.
Let's go, bub.
Ready. Fight. Avatar. Avatar. Good.
Let's go.
Tornado
Pow. Tornado pow.
Danger.
Tornado pow.
Let's rock. Gamma wave. AO.
Boom.
Who's next? Who's next?
Beep, beep. Let's go see who joined up, if anyone. No.
Let's go, bub.
Ready. Fight. Optic blast. Behold, optic blast. Optic blast. Splice. 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 Optic sweep. Splice.
Let's go.
Optic blast. Gamma crush. Gamma crush. AO. Who's next? Who's next? I am
Let's
the
go.
apocalypse. Ready. Fight. Your light is my light.
Real pow. Real pow. Real pow. Real. Tornado pow. Tornado pow. Tornado pow.
Danger.
That's crazy.
Apocalypse. Your light is mine. Continue. Choose your alter ego.
2 minutes till the hourly close.
Let's
Ready. Fight.
And 1 minute.
Continue. Choose your alter ego. Black mark. Ready. Fight.
He's one shot.
Shinto Hadouken. KO.
All right.
Sakura.
Yo, what's up? Welcome, welcome. All right. It's showtime. once again, if we can get like the people up in the stream, then I can give out another free account. We'll just post it here. What were you saying when using Big Mac? Do you pay for the software, then level 2 from wherever you prefer, then sync them up? No. You can just get like an eval. Like right now on Atas, I just have okay, you're talking about sync them up. So yeah, Bookmap has its own data subscription, which is like $34 a month or something. So I just pay for that. And then I bought the Lifetime Global Plus. So I just paid this one time like $2,000 thing, and then I got that for good, and then just pay the monthly for the data. But I think you can connect like a prop firm. I just never bothered. But yeah, I just used their proprietary one that they offer for it's like $17 for the first month and then like 30 for the thereafter. And then basically, yeah, that's about it. Yo, what's up, B Vasquez? Yeah, Bookmap is pretty good. You can also customize the heat map settings. So I go to my heat map and then I have like a cutoff percent, and I tailored it to like where it makes it darker for a certain region so I can see the resting orders better. And then I can kind of, also removed it from like, what was it? It was, you can do like a blending, smoothing one, like auto. Like, look, if I do it on auto, it looks kind of blended or whatever. I don't like that. So I just take off all the blending and just make it exact. So there's customization to it that you can have. I just like to see exactly where that level is, you know? Yeah, I'm not in Discord just because I can't record it, you know? I want like a record. It's kind of like accountability for myself, you know what I mean? So I can kind of go back and look at what I was seeing that day at that time, you know what I mean? I figured if I'm going to be streaming anyway, I might as well, you know, put it where it's like permanent. Getting a bit of a pullback below VWAP here. Not really hitting much. We're just kind of hanging out here in this pre-market pop-up range, just above the range. Settlement back at 821. Got a previous month high here at 859. Can you show that again? Keen to see how you spot resting liquidity. Okay. So on ES here, you have this 281 over here on the right here, 283 now, and 190. And then this 190 character has only been there since about 4 minutes before the hourly close. So this is most likely a spoof, and it's been spattered around. You see this like red changing. There's somebody like trying to gravitate it up, but then they're laddered in down here too. There's this kind of trapping of price with this high order player here, and they're putting like 281 on either side. There's 377 down here at 605. And then the longer you see like a band that's been there, like if I zoom back in time, you can see that at like 60, 29, there's like 281 that's been there since about 4 hours ago. And so that's, they want to sell out at that 6,030 range, and there's nothing really nearby on the other opposite end of the spectrum. And if we even pull out even some more, you can see where resting orders that have been there for a long time up at 60.50, and they came down and swept the 6,000. Hey, what's up to you? And so just stay in. So it could realistically go up to that region. So you just look at where these like resting orders are. It's booyah. And on NQ, you got some up at 880. It's hilarious. It's all the young people like thinking that they're like virtue signaling with their suicidal empathy, you know what I mean? They have their wires twisted where they're rooting for like criminals. Indeed. Yeah, I don't get how they allow that to occur. Like, why didn't they just arrest them when they were throwing pieces of like stuff they chipped off? It's hilarious. Yeah, like commercial ones that'll like blow you up too. It's like incendiary device, if not like an explosive, and they just like stood there like durr. It's just people that don't really have like a purpose, and they're just like looking for like some reason to get up in the morning because they don't really have one. True that, indeed. Bounce off a VWAP 848. It's a Pac-Man of the charts, just gobbling up a liquidity. I liked that long we both took. That was good. Yeah, I was seeing that sell side get turned up, so I was like, I'm in. Yeah. Do we have any, what do you call it? News? I don't think so, right? Yeah, there's some Trump speaking thing. Yeah. We liked each other. We got along great until I found out he was incompetent. Me and him were besties. What? They introduced more. When it actually worked. How did they expect you to reproduce it if it's a bug? That's cool. There was 102 seller that just entered at 851, and they just like promptly went against them. So they could have been like, "Ooh, thank you," and then got him as rocket fuel for a slingshot. Got two rejection wicks off the 1,000 tick. If it comes back above the comma, you could be seeing some punishment to the sellers. You got some resting orders at 875. You could sweep. I don't know. I don't know, man. Super trends holding on the 2-minute too. The super trend. Super trend. With her new hit single, Excalibur. Spleen attack. It's weird. Somebody posted something about Canadian history, but it's funny to watch like the Canadian like parliament disagree with each other because they always like they just talk like totally differently. You know, they're like it's highly egregious and blah 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 blah. They just I can't even mimic it because it's not in my vernacular the way they talk, and that everyone like claps, but it's like it's just a totally different demeanor. You know. Yeah, they lather each other up and do some wrestling. It's like, we got to settle this in the ways of the old. I challenge thee to a maple syrup roll. Do, 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 do. 9 minutes. We're just chilling, like not really doing much of anything here. It's Tuesday, so it should do something for the week, at least on today's move. Telegraph its direction for the week. Which one? The upside one or the downside one? Hmm. Yeah, it does whatever the heck it wants. Ironically, we jumped off of. Oh, I was going to say we bounced off of the volume pointing control from June 4th at 21,759 and then we sold off to the 21,747 volume pointing control. So we kind of like turned those into tentative support, and then we bounced off the June 6th one at 803 from yesterday. So we've been kind of like flipping these last week volume points of control, at least for now, into support. Sorry, you can continue. So we could go, yeah, that makes sense to go up to that level. We rejected off of the previous day, like 37 points off of the previous day high from what day was that? It was Friday. Friday's high. It's that 5 minutes before open. People closing their algos. The shadow knows. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. That 151 contracts at 851, that sellers, they're still flirting with giving them some profit. There was another 49 seller hit at 841. So they're engineering some sell side with not really going in that direction. Three minutes. Nice jitter to the downside right there, though. What was that? Mm-hmm. Settlement down at 821. We could be coming back to that. Two minutes till open. Indeed. Indeed. Mm-mm. Last 1 minute. We're open. I took that theoretical punishment of the sellers there. We're going to see if it pays in a minute. I don't like the jitters. I'd like to see it go above that seller there with some conviction. Or not. It either hits our stop or it pays us, one or the other. Button was already pushed. Gonna get stopped. Second time's a charm, maybe? No. It's heavier to it's jitterier to the downside right now. getting rejections off the comma. It's going to stop me a second time. Maybe. Yep. Mm-hmm. Sellers. Third time's a charm. Stop at break even. Entered at 836. You gonna keep going? Or? Yeah, I got stopped twice, so that was kind of lame, but up 90 ticks. I didn't peel off one yet. I'm just seeing the stops at break even for everything now. If it just decides to be a douche like it normally does. All right, getting paid, making up for his losses here. It's good. Up 100 ticks. Boom! Peeled mine off. Now my runner's handsomely in profit. Up 170 ticks. Oh yeah! Here we go. 180. All right, so they cleared that resting liquidity I was talking about from the pre-market at 875. There's another 42 contracts at 900. Yeah. ES looking to sweep that 2060, 25 region, maybe. It created two like volume imbalances with that push up there, pretty aggressive. My stop's trailing 100 ticks anyway, so either way I'm at least making up for the two mistakes. Okay. Like the jitteriness here. Are they gonna give the sellers some reprieve, or are they gonna just blast it? They're going back to that first volume imbalance, or sorry, the second volume imbalance, just premature to that. We pulled up on like 105 seller just entered the party. 877. Gravestone. Indeedly doodly. Generating 200 in sellers here. They just hit the first imbalance. That could have been like a slingshot entry if you're really risking it for the biscuit. Another 74 seller entered at... Oop, just stopped me. At 871. Nice. just pulled back on like 600 contracts. We could be going to that first volume imbalance you were talking about at 790-ish. We just created another volume imbalance on the way down. It's acting bipolar. Oh, nice. They just a hundred says a buyer at 845. They gonna absorb them? Who's that? Alright, well that 100 buyer at 845 was holding the line, so I got in long off of that theory, just like, alright, well maybe he's on the right side. I might get punished, but we'll see. Bounce off VMOD? No. It's absorbing. We got 10 minutes until the hour. Yep, I'm long from 8:53. Give me a poke. Squirt, squirt, squirt. Alright, I'm gonna peel off one here. Yep. Stop at break even. We're paid. Nice. Yeah. So that buyer there, I did the opposite this time. I saw this buyer holding the line above, just below VWAP in the volume point of control. So I was like, alright, either that seller closed their short out there and switched sides. Either way, I'm going to join them. I got paid. Just creates inflection points. And stops at break even. If it comes to 853, I'm out. Like to see ES sweep 6,030. That'd be nice. Get all those like 200 contracts up there. That'd be nice. Go get him. Go get him, Johnny. Go get him. Go get him. Coming above that premature seller at 877. If it comes above 877. He should know better. Nice. 58 seller there. Bounce off the cloud of the daily open. Oh yeah, I'm in it to win it. We were down like $1,000 at one point. Now we're up like 600. There's another 122 seller here. Sellers are not looking like they're in control right now. Looks like they're about to get slammed. Dun, 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 dun. Let the shorts get squeezed. Yes, sirree. Oh no. It'll stop me at 69. If it goes to 69, I'm out. And that'll probably be it. No. Ooh. Stopped. Well, from down the grand to 400, ain't bad. Still theoretically could be hitting some more upside, who knows. I'm gonna chill for a minute and see what happens. Oh wow. It really pulled back a lot. That was nice either way. It was nice to be able to read it for a while. Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. There's about 150. It's just creating like a regression trend up with higher highs and higher lows. There's a lot of sellers that just got hit. There was 500 that pullback, and then now another 175 added on top of that at VWAP, and then it started to bounce off of them. So this could be like a seller absorption burp here. It would have to remain above 850 for this theory to hold water. How will we close in a minute or less than? It's gonna be just a big Darth Maul on both sides with the gravestone. Doji. Well, once we get the hourly switch over, you're going to see some algorithmic shenanigans. Here we go. Hourly change. If it wasn't already like up on there, I would have taken that with you. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah! Oh my goodness. That was good. Yeah, those last two almost like paid for two mistakes and then some. So that's all it needs. Like you just gotta be able to like accept defeat with the reason and not be afraid to hit the button again without getting tilted. You know, like clarity. Just like. We're coming back above like 50 lot at 874, 50, 59 seller. That's sold on the way up. So if they're still in it, it needs to come above 874. Then there's another 139 on lot 883. So those sellers can get punished if the punishment continues. Not really hit much buy side this drift up, so they might have this might have been an extended delta slingshot, in which case, you know, it's generating some decent fuel, but you're break even on the session. You're not really showing a hand either way. It's negative 225 on the session. Ew, gross. I mean, pretty much, they're all kind of like it's some sort of like idiot box right now. Wheel is like swinging. Yeah, I'm kind of not sure either. That's all you need. Yeah, it's I don't know, I'm thinking this got a lot of resistance to the downside more than you do to the upside, I would say. You have more places where it can bounce if it goes down than it does go up. Like it has more to gain by going up here. See what everybody else is doing. Jeez Louise. Jazz. Yeah, it was a lot of like if you look at it on the 2 minute, it's just a much ado about nothing. It's just a boop 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 barcode. Fancy schmancy. You just had 122 buyer here at 856. They might absorb this before. They might. So this is 86 guy. If it goes 56, you can see it's like possible like explosion on him. Come on. Here it goes. Higher absorption. Yeah, absorption. Buyer absorption is good for downside. It means that their buyers don't have. Oh. Oh. It held 856 line. Or not. Let's go sweep. Sweep. Don't stop believing. Fires. Fires. Held the line at 856. Alright, see, I'll catch you. Catch you tomorrow. Yep. You guys want like a free eval draw? TOs, no, come back. Oil was good, man. Like you got a white Vans that says free evals. It's like, hey, they're playing the ice cream truck music. All you gotta do is just go to the channel and like go ahead and you know, hit that like button, you know what I mean? Try to get a little guy some exposure. He's showing some trades and whatnot. Oh no, it's broken again. Why does it do that? Sting. Does it work now? Should work. Much softer than on Discord. I don't know why it does that. It's so weird. Do I need to? Input level, input gain, condenser, phantom power. Test. Phantom power on. 48 volt phantom power. Does the phantom power make it better? How does it sound now? Let me see. Let me see. Let's test. Okay, so seems to be all right. I don't know why it does that. It's glitched out. It's lame. So if you can get up to 10 concurrent viewers for a little bit. If you could spend just a little bit of your time with me here on that stream, and then I will also give the link to the other, actually the previous day. What is it? Yesterday's live stream here. If you could comment on yesterday's live stream and just say whatever you. If you comment here, I can do a free draw for a 250K eval for Apex. Let's get it to 10 comments if possible. Nice. Good job, Dave. Let's see, can we get some comments on this one? Looks like we're clearing the range. Buyers got... I don't need monetization. I just want a little bit more exposure. I don't need the monetization. I just want, like, I would just like, you know, a wee bit of a following, like 20, 30 people would be cool. I'm not egotistical so much. I mean, we all are egotistical in some way, but I'm not like narcissistic. Nice. Yo, 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 Garbin back in the house. Garbin won the last one. This time it'll be 250K, so you can trade them minis. Don't blow it all too fast. Free giveaways, free giveaways. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. What is ES doing? Let's see. You got 51 contracts up at 950. You're getting a bunch of static orders up there. Like, we're going to break this range, dude. Oh, man. That's too bad. You got too close to the sun. Do 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 do. But yeah, if you comment on the other video link that I posted basically yesterday's video, if you go here and then you put some comment 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, if we can get like 6 more comments on here, that'd be cool. 333 subscribers. That's cool. Let's do it. All right, so we have basically had these sellers hit here at the VWAP, and then we bounced off of them, and then he took that long, and I was saying I would theoretically get long if I hadn't already been up, because I don't like giving back money once I've already made it. But I saw that scalp, and he took it, and then he tried to short into this buyer here, but the buyer took this, had this VWAP strength, and there are times where the buyers do step up to the plate. This was one of the buyers at 845 where I actually longed it and took that all the way up, and that was what I made the 400 back on. And like, so there's times where the buyers are in control, so you could use these as inflection points for like a long, or if you're feeling short, you could use it for a key level to fade on an absorption. And then if it doesn't absorb it, then you you reverse and take it long, and so now we're kind of coming up into the value area high with after absorbing some of these sellers. We pulled back into 211, as you could see down the bottom left here, 211 delta, and then now we're coming back and turning that into a little buyer, like a seller absorption thing. So they're turning into buy side up here. As you can see, 93.81, 184 buyers just bought there at 878. Nice, MJ. Congrats. Do 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 do. Dun, 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 tss, tss, tss. If you get to the, there's been so many times where, like in the beginning, I remember when I was like having trouble passing them. There's like different mental barriers you put on at different stages, you know. One is like passing the challenge, and then the next is the payout, and then regular payouts. It's like these psychological hurdles that we put on ourselves, you know. It's like it's ironically the inverse pyramid here, with like your patience and the psychology being the main pillar of it all, and of course the risk management, and closely followed number 2, and the technical analysis aspect being the least of the worries. It's a weird little thing that trading reveals to you. Like Tio put it best in one of his recent videos where he's like, it's just you. Yeah, it's just different milestones. There's like milestones to reach. And then even like size is like a thing. Like I remember trading like 3 micros, and then you can get to this point where it like two minis doesn't bother you. Ultimately, it's where your entries are at. Like how much of a accurate call do you have a read on, like reversal points, so you don't have you don't have to sit and draw down, or if you're wrong, you're immediately wrong, as opposed to, you know, having to sit in the trade forever. Let's go see what the comments is looking like on that last. Oops. Huh? Why is it not? Shouldn't it have the comments listed? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's there, Garbin, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. You had an interesting 200 lot sitting up at 6,039 on ES here. If it sweeps those 30s, it's looking stronger than NQ right now. It's putting in like a higher high while NQ is a little bit below the range. Let's get a little bit more comments on those that last video so you can get in for that drawing for the eval. One, two, three, four. Just need like mm, 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 mm. Wow, it's pretty garbage for today's price action. We're like literally in this. If you look at the opening hour, we're just in this like 300 tick range from low to high, but it looks like we're holding this cloud to burst to the upside. If I had to make a educated guess, I would say we're going to the upside to sweep some of this previous week high stuff again, or at least bearishly retest the pre-market Asia drop. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. We got 5 comments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can we get 5 more? Five more comments. Halfway point for the hour. See ya, MJ. Kind of holding this cloud here. Having a bit of difficulty with these trend dots. Can we get above it? Volume imbalance up there. There we go. Could be getting this push here. Could be sweeping those 900s now. The push to the upside. Upside push. We push it the upside. We just hit the volume imbalance that we created on the way down. Okay. What's it gonna do here? This is pretty garbage. Well, we could try for the 10 comments tomorrow. I'd really like to at least have 10, so it's like a 10% chance, not like 50%. You know what I mean? I'll put it in the title tomorrow. Let's see if that does anything. I'm trying to figure out how this YouTube thingy works. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But we'll figure it out. Pulling back on 140 sell side here after pushing up 235. Indeed, absorption of the sellers. Yeah, it's pretty bad. The price range is Garbo. What it's doing though, it's creating higher lows on the way up. It's drifting. It's creating like a ascending wedge. you know, it's kind of a bullish price action. It's trying, like, it's a kind of like a regression trend channel here, but this entire wedge is like, you know, this type of Dorito that could go up parabolic as a rising wedge or whatever. Those are kind of bearish, but when they break up parabolically. But yeah, if you also take this regression trend, where is that? Regression trend. We're just kind of like hitting this channel on the way up. We're staying in the midpoint of this channel. We wicked up to the top of it. Pulling back on 300 in sell side here. Pushed up 235, pulled back 313. We're still owning that cloud. Say trade with the cloud. Cloud trading is always better. It's like Ichimoku style. So like here, even if you went against, if you went below the cloud, you take that retest down. Here you take every long, take every long, take every bounce off the cloud. We had some bullish divergence on that 10 minutes after the open. Erectile dysfunction. CVD on NQ is so weak. Yeah, I have a thing down here on a toss. It's also in the what do you call it? The ATOS channel. This is a bid ask ratio, and it's all kinds of wonky up in here. There's no clear signal which one is in control. Can't get it up. Got that static 40 at 900. Let's go see what that comment is looking like for that. One, two, three, four, 5. If we could just get 10. Just 10. I still think we're going to sweep the upside. Just like is just kind of nasty. It was like good at one point in the beginning, and then it's just kind of ugly. So you have two basic VP volume, fixed range volume profile nodes here. You got one over here, which you're rejecting off of, and one down here at 855. So these two volume nodes here and there. Well, we'll definitely try the giveaway thing if we can get to 10 with 10 comments like tomorrow. So that means if you just comment preemptively after I end this stream today, then you're already into the next attempt if we get to 10 comments. I want to give away one like at least like a couple times a week. That'd be cool. Here we go. Some little drums playing on the book map, some volume entering on ES, starting to push NQ up. Looks like it could be going for those 35s. Here we go. Absorbing the sellers. A 500 lot just entered on 600 at 30 for ES. They're going to sweep through it. They're going to hit that. Oh, they just absorbed that. They just hit 900 contracts on ES. They broke through the 30s. Some big players stepped out of the game. What's up, Angel? Now you're getting another 400 contract guy up at 32 on ES. It's just steady. Gonna go sweep that up. Go recover the wick at 893. Go get those 45 contracts at 900. Seems like it could do it. You're awarding the buy side hit at 882. Negative delta on the session with no follow through equals absorption. Here we go. We'll just stay with you till the end of the hour. How about that? I'll check periodically to see if we can get those 10 comments. Oh, nice. Finally starting to move. Albeit slowly. What time frame are you using on the footprint chart? On the leftmost is 2K and 2000 tick rather, and then the center, front and center is 1000 tick. And then over here on Bookmap is time based, so it's a 5-minute chart on ES, and then also a 5-minute on NQ. I think it's no, it's not 5-minute actually. I don't know what it is. I can determine that by moving it in and out like this. It's increments, time increments. So I set it according to what when I want to look at like certain liquidity zones, like this resting liquidity at 900. There's a 600 player at 900 for NQ. Depends on how much I want to look at these, how up close I want to see these bubbles. Technically, you could see footprints on Bookmap. I just already had a toss, and I quite like the visualization on the toss. Speaking of which, you can get a toss for 14 free days of trying that out. It's worth it for sure. Got those templates in there if you want to check it out. All right. Well, 10 minutes until the candle close. Oh my goodness. it just really doesn't want to leave any of this range behind. I don't watch the ES footprints, but yeah, you could feasibly in here. I just have on my other widescreen monitor up here, I'm looking at its trade management in NinjaTrader, so I don't have anything but NQ. But I do have it on Bookmap here, and I look at the correlations and like spoofed orders on ES also causing movement in NQ. And I can pull it up obviously in TradingView, but I try to keep just my read on NQ dialed in, you know. It's a totally, like, different assets have different, like, personas, if you will. They move differently and they act differently, and you got to get dialed into how they behave and what numbers of contracts mean over time. So I just really dialed it in for NQ, I guess. And then I use ES as like a telegraph for where NQ wants to go, kind of. Phantom power. So do we do clip guard? Test. All right. Test. 1, 2. Let's see. Cut 80 hertz, cut 120. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much inside the range day thus far, so it's pretty boring. We had that initial like pop and drop action in the open, but this is kind of garbage. It's a shame we couldn't get to 10 comments. We'll try tomorrow. If you like could be so kind as to comment as I end the stream once again, then it'll enter you for potential giveaway tomorrow. We're going to try it until we get to 10 comments with 10 concurrent viewers. And if we can do that, then we'll give away the 250K eval. You have to comment on yesterday, Jackus or Jackus. If you comment on yesterday, if we're able to get to 10 today, I can do it today before we close. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need 4 more. If we can get 4 more comments on yesterday's stream, then we can go ahead and do a giveaway. Just 4 more. All right. Well, it's poop in the bed here. Now pulling back into 400 in sell side. Three minutes until the hourly close. Technically, it's above the open hour thus far. Right. Lovely. Lovely. One, two, three, four, five, six. One, two, yeah, six only. And a minute, less than a minute till the hourly close. We're coming back right to where the last hour closed with the big tweezer top potentially. So we could be accelerating to the downside here. Couldn't break the range or the Monday high region. We went right to the Monday high and rejected off Monday high. Where's the Monday high? Well, it was here from the pre-market. And then we went right to that, wicked off it, and then we're going down. And on that note, it looks like we're about to sweep all of these lows that we've been protecting thus far for this rising wedge dropping to the downside. Look for a bearish retest, and maybe you can take this volume imbalance down here at 790. But not really. Let's see what type of liquidity is down here. You got 250 contracts down in VWAP on ES at 6,021. Well, we'll try tomorrow. So tomorrow, if we can get to 10 comments, 10 concurrent viewers, we'll give away 250K Apex eval. So if you want to comment after the video's finished, then you're already entered. On that note, I'm going to end the stream here, and